Welcome to Heritage Acres Homestead. I'm Chas. Here you'll find our family as we strive to live a life that pleases the Lord. We do our best to make the most out of what we've been given, so we'd like to invite you to come along and join us on our journey.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Heritage Acres Homestead. I'm Chas, and today I'm getting our supper on for this evening. Now, I made quite a few large meals this week, so I have a good bit of leftovers. This is some pork butt that I'm going to put on the stove and warm up with some barbecue sauce that I made. I'll link the video in the description. It's the peach barbecue sauce. So good. But what I want to show you this afternoon is a healthy side dish. Sometimes I think we get so focused on main dishes that we don't really talk about, okay, let's think of a good side dish. This is one that we eat quite a lot, and it's by and far one of my favorites. My daughter Carly actually asked for it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Let me grab a pan. So I just got a metal baking sheet, and if it were summer, we would be in full glut of string beans. But I bought these from the grocery store. I always look for these when I go in, and I haven't been in the grocery store in weeks. And I actually went in today and found these, and they were on sale or clearance. So that means they needed to be used pretty quickly. But it's just a string bean. And all I'm going to do is pour them out onto my baking sheet. I actually bought 2 bags, and they're big bags. This is 2 pounds. So I'm going to use both bags, but I'm probably going to use 2 pans. That way that they're all spread out. And what I'll do with these, I've got some olive oil, and I hate leaving my cabinets open. I've got some olive oil. You get some good salt. You run over here to the pantry. Y'all know my love of Nutritional yeast. Got that. And then rats. I'm out of garlic powder. I know I have some. Let me see if it's down here. Aha. Garlic powder. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drizzle lightly the pan with some olive oil. And then I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to just massage the olive oil into all of the green beans. And this is one reason why I'm going to go ahead and set my oven to 375. We just want a little bit of a, you know, an oiliness to the green beans, not drenched by no means. We just want a little bit in there so that the seasonings will stick. And like I said, if these were fresh beans, boy, Heidi, that would be good. But we're gonna use what we can right now. All right, that's the wrong side. Now I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna liberally shake the garlic powder all over the green beans. I like garlic. All right. I need better. So we've got olive oil on them, we've got the garlic powder on them, and then I'm gonna give a good sprinkling of real salt. And then a very liberal dose of our nutritional yeast. Now, I'll hop down here for a minute. If you're like me, a little spice would be really good on these. Like just a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I'm gonna add just a teeny tiny smidge. Not much, because like I told y'all before, my family does not care for much spice. I had this chipotle powder. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do, chipotle powder. It's a mix, so it's not too hot, but it does give a little bit of spice. There we go. I already used one up. This is a new one. All right. I've not made a jar for this yet. All right. I'm just gonna come in here and just sprinkle that on there. Now, again, we're gonna go in with our hands and really make sure that all this is incorporated on every green bean. We call these green bean fries. There might be a better name out there, I don't know. But this is what we like. And like I said, I'm gonna do both pans full, just like this. And then we'll bake them in the oven. So this is another thing I like. I like to have a dip with them, which I'm a dipper. I love to dip things. So I like a spicy mayo, or even a homemade ranch is good with them. So let's get the other pan ready. This one's gonna go ahead and go in. I remember growing up, my grandmother always had a bacon grease jar on the side of her stove. I know a lot of people do not keep theirs at room temperature anymore, but I do. Give that a little bit of time to melt, and then we'll add our pork roast, our butt rather. This is the barbecue peach barbecue sauce that I canned over the summer. Y'all, this is really, really good. We've already used a pint of it this week on the barbecue when we first ate it. It's not super spicy. It does have spice to it, but like flavor spice, not heat spice. I could use with it being a little more spicy, but it's a good balance for my bunch. And I've learned also that next year, or this year rather, I will be canning this probably in quarts as well as pints, because it was just enough for us for a meal. But if the whole family were here and we were going to have barbecue, I would need several pints rather than just the one. But it did us for like supper and then several lunches worth, and we still have that much meat left. So I know we've got to eat barbecue again, but it was really delicious. And this will be a little bit different. Instead of barbecue sandwiches, we're going to be just having barbecue with the side of coleslaw and the green bean fries. So that will be very delicious. I think a lot of times we just don't think a whole lot about side dishes, and they could be like, I think so often we get in a rut of what we use for side dishes, like fried potatoes. Oh man, now I love fried potatoes, but I got in a point where I was making those with like every single meal we ate, and we just, you can just do it too much. This way we're getting some greens. Yes, they were from the grocery store, but they're a really good alternative to just have something fresh, you know what I mean? So, and they just, man, they're so good. And that nutritional yeast is delicious on them. So I hope you try them and enjoy them just as much as we do. All right, I think it's time to add the barbecue to the skillet and get it warmed up. So this barbecue butt, it actually was one that was put in the freezer at Christmas time. My family, at my mom's side, we had we always play Dirty Santa, which is, you pick a gift and then it can be taken away so many times, that kind of game. Well, this past year, we decided to do it where everything was homemade. And it was so much fun because everybody leaned into what they do best. So I brought a mug that was one of my mugs that was created for me. So even though I didn't make it myself, it was made. So I brought that, but then I filled it with sourdough biscotti. And then my brother-in-law, he brought the smoked pork butt because he's really good on the smoker. He loves to smoke meat, and I was thrilled when I got that prize. I was like, yeah, that's the one I want. So there was like woodworking that was brought. My sister did some baking. It was just really fun. And even then, like, if you can't make something, you can buy something that someone else made. But most of the time, everybody's got an idea of what they could do for their gift. So it was really enjoyable to see everybody lean into their passions and bring that, and it get, swapped around. So that's where this butt came from, and I was tickled to win it. Oh, my husband made metalworking. So he welds, and he made garden art. That was a duck. That's what I wanted, but I couldn't take it away from my sister because my sister was just crazy about it. And then when I saw that I got the butt, I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm married to the man that can make me a duck again. So he's got that on his to-do list. to make me one of those cute little ducks. You like to use the shovel as, I'll try to find a picture and show it to you. Use the shovel as the body, and then it has hose for the feet, and then it had like a mallet for the bill. Oh, it's so cute. Anyways, all right, so I'm gonna warm this up and slather it on with some barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna get started on the, I think my daughter actually has some leftover macaroni. I'll heat that up for them. I'm not a macaroni fan, but they love it. And I'll make some coleslaw, and that'll be supper. All right, so that's what you want to look like when they're done. They're not crisp. You could do an air fryer if you like it, or you could fry them. But this is the way we like them. There's still a bite to them, but they're so flavorful. So good. Ooh, I got that little bit of chipotle on it. So there we go. Supper is ready. I'm gonna make up plates and enjoy supper with my family. Y'all, weather is bad in our area, so if you'll keep us in your prayers, we're praying for this whole storm that is going through so many miles of area. It's Missouri and Alabama and Georgia and Tennessee and all over the place. So let's just be praying for one another. I hope to see y'all again soon. God bless you, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.